Once upon a time, in the village of Obioma, in the heart of Igbo land, lived a strikingly beautiful woman named Adaeze. Her beauty was legendary and her presence was formidable. She was the daughter of the late high priest of Amadioha, the god of thunder and lightning, and had inherited his position upon his death. As the priestess, she was a figure of reverence and fear, her every word and action believed to be influenced by the gods themselves. Adaeze was known for her strict adherence to tradition and her unwavering sense of justice. Her eyes were dark and piercing, and they seemed to look into one's very soul, discerning truth from falsehood. She wore the traditional attire of a priestess, which was a white wrapper and coral beads and cowries, and had a staff of authority in her hands always. Her presence always commanded respect, and no one dared to cross her. Many years ago, Adaeze had been in love with a young warrior named Ezechi. Their love was the talk of the village, a perfect match of beauty and strength. Ezechi was brave and formidable, his feats in battle earning him the admiration of all. Adaeze and Ezechi planned to marry, and their union was seen as a blessing to the village. However, Faith had other plans. One night, Ezechi was found in the arms of another woman, Neka, a widow from a neighboring village. The news spread like wildfire, and Adaeze's heart shattered. Ezechi pleaded for forgiveness, claiming it was a moment of weakness, but Adaeze would have none of that, and she was unforgiving. She felt not only betrayed by Ezechi, but humiliated before the entire village. In her fury, Adaeze called upon the gods to curse Ezechi. His life became a series of misfortunes. His strength waned, his crops failed, and he was shunned by the very people who once revered him. Nneka too suffered, becoming an outcast and living in isolation in the outskirts of Obioma. Adaeze's unforgiveness turned her heart cold. She became known for her harsh judgments and severe punishment. Her once warm and nurturing spirit was replaced by bitterness. Villagers began to fear her, whispering that she had become an instrument of vengeance rather than justice. One day, a young woman named Ifoma came to Adaeze seeking help. Ifoma's husband Chidi has been accused of stealing from the village shrine, a grave offense indeed. Ifoma begged Adaeze to intercede, knowing her husband was innocent. But Adaeze, still haunted by her own betrayal, was ruthless. She declared Chidi guilty without trial and banished him from Obioma, leaving Ifoma devastated and alone. The villagers grew increasingly uneasy with Adaeze's reign. Her unforgiving nature and harsh judgments sowed seed of discontent. A group of elders, led by the wise Ogbuefi, began to question her authority. They believed that Adaeze's actions were driven by personal pain rather than the will of the gods. Ogbuefi, a man of great wisdom and calm demeanor, called for a meeting in the Amobodo, the village square. The villagers gathered, murmuring among themselves as they awaited the arrival of Adaeze. When she appeared, the crowd fell silent, the air thick with tension. Ogbuefi, why have you called this meeting? Adaeze's voice was steady but cold. Ogbuefi stepped forward, his face a mask of concern. Adaeze, we have served the gods faithfully under your guidance, but many believe that your judgments have become too harsh, that they are influenced by personal vendetta rather than divine will. Adaeze's eyes flashed with anger. You dare question me? I am the voice of the gods. We do not question the gods, Ogbuefi replied calmly. We question the heart of the one who speaks for them. That night, Adaeze was troubled. She could not sleep, her mind racing with the accusations of the elders. She went to the shrine of Amadioha, seeking clarity. As she knelt before the altar, she felt a presence behind her. Turning, she saw Ezechi, now a shadow of his former self, his eyes hollow and filled with sorrow. Adaeze, he said softly, your unforgiveness has not only destroyed me but also yourself. You have become a prisoner of your own bitterness. Adaeze's heart ached at the sight of him, but her pride would not allow her to show weakness. You deserve your fate, she spat. Adaeze, said Ezechi, shaking his head. Perhaps I do, but what of the others? The innocent who suffer because of your pain? His words struck a chord deep within her. For the first time, Adaeze saw the truth. Her unforgiveness has indeed blinded her, turning her into something she despised. She realized she had transformed her anger and pain into something else and had transferred it onto innocent people, punishing them for a betrayal that was not theirs. Determined to change, Adaeze sought to make amends. She approached Ifeoma and Chidi, lifting the banishment and helping them rebuild their lives. She worked to heal the wounds she had inflicted on the village, but it was not easy. Trust was slow to return, and Adaeze had to prove her sincerity through her actions. One night, as she sat alone in her compound, Adaeze heard a voice calling her name. She turned to see Nneka, the woman she had once despised. Nneka looked at her with a mixture of pity and understanding. Adaeze, Nneka said gently, it is time to forgive yourself. Only then can you truly heal. Adaeze broke down in tears. She realized that her unforgiving nature had not only hurt others, but had imprisoned her own soul. She had to forgive Ezechi, Nneka, and most importantly, herself. Adaeze gathered the village once more in the Amobudo. She stood before them, her head bowed in humility. I have wronged many of you, she began. I let my pain and anger blind me. I ask for your forgiveness, and I promise to serve you with a pure heart from this day forward. The villagers watched in silence, their hearts heavy with the weight of her words. Slowly, one by one, they stepped forward, offering their forgiveness. Ezechi, frail but resolute, was among them. He approached Adaeze, his eyes filled with tears. I forgive you, Adaeze, he said, his voice breaking. May we both find peace. Please forgive me too. Adaeze's transformation did not come without challenges. As she worked to mend her relationships and gain the trust of her people, she uncovered a plot against her. Some villagers, still harboring resentment, conspired to overthrow her. They believed that her change of heart was a sign of weakness and it was time for a new leadership. The conspiracy was led by Okoye, a cunning man who had always coveted the position of the high priest. He saw Adaeze's being vulnerable as an opportunity to seize power. Okoye spread rumors, sowing seeds of doubt and mistrust among the villagers. He whispered that Adaeze's newfound kindness was a facade, a ploy to regain control. Adaeze, now more attuned to the hearts of her people, sensed the growing unrest. She confronted Okoye in the village square, her voice firm but calm. Okoye, I know of your plan, and I will not fight you, but let the gods decide who should lead. The villagers watched in suspense, the tension palpable. Okoye, taken aback by her courage, faltered. The elders, seeing Adaeze's sincerity and strength, rallied behind her. Ogbefi stepped forward, his voice filled with authority. We have seen Adaeze's transformation. She has proven her dedication to us and the gods. Okoye, your deceit has no place here. With Okoye's plot foiled, the village began to heal. Adaeze continued to lead with compassion and wisdom, her heart no longer burdened by bitterness. She and Ezechi found a way to coexist peacefully, their past a reminder of the power of forgiveness and the dangers of falling into anger. The village of Obioma thrived under Adaeze's leadership. The marketplace buzzed with life. The sounds of trade and laughter filled the air again. Festivals were celebrated with renewed vigor, the villagers dancing and singing in gratitude to the gods. Adaeze's journey from unforgiving priestess to compassionate leader became a legend in Obioma, a story told to remind future generations of the power of forgiveness and the strength found in vulnerability. The village square, once a place of judgment and fear, became a symbol of unity and hope, a testament to the enduring spirit of the people of Obioma. In the end, Adaeze found peace, not in the power of her position, but in the love and forgiveness she shared with her people. Her legacy lived on, a beacon of light, guiding Obioma through the challenges and triumphs of life. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe, to like, and to share. And I'll see you in my next video.